And you know what they did to make this bill better? They said, okay, we'll get rid of overtime, but we'll increase the minimum wage to $1 more. Now, I wish I could say I'm kidding, but I'm not. You know what this legislative session has turned into? It's turned the legislative session to the big corporations, the big businesses, the multimillionaires who have representatives in that legislative body building. And you know what it's turning out to be? Let's screw the middle class. Let's screw the working class of the state of Nevada. And you know what? You know why that's going on? Because we didn't turn out and vote in the last election. Unfortunately, people who are there to represent the big corporations and the big special interests are in control now. Now, this is the area that I represent. This is my neighborhood. And I'm pretty sure I don't see many millionaires in this room. You are what America is. Middle class, hardworking people that all you're trying to do is work hard, get paid what you deserve, provide for your family, make sure that your kid has a good education. And you know what? Right now, the people that are in control in the legislature do not have your special interests at heart. Because you know what? Their campaign donors are those big corporations. All they're doing is pleasing them and making sure that their campaign coffers are fully funded. So when they're up for re-election, guess what? They're going to win again. But you know what? People over money. Any day. People over money. The last two I promise, these are the bad bills. The anti-collective bargaining. So right now, if you're a member of a union, you have the opportunity to be able to bargain with management. You get representative, and they go at the table and say, hey, this is how much our employees should be paid. This is what the benefits that they should receive. These are the paid vacation that they should get. These are the, anyway, all the benefits package, right? Well, they're trying to take away the ability for unions to be able to collect the bargain. Now, my mom's a housekeeper. My mom, literally, as we speak tonight, my mom is working at the MGM. And she's a proud member of the Culinary Union. And I think to myself, thanks to the Culinary Union Health Fund that she had, when I broke my foot when I was younger, I was able to get the surgery almost completely paid for. Completely paid for because my mom belonged to a union that was able to go sit down with management and negotiate and be able to get great benefits so that their children could be able to have a livable life. And so this bill, another direct attack on middle class families. Because now the unions are not going to be able to have the opportunity to negotiate at the table. And then lastly, PERS. For the public employees. They're basically trying to get rid of PERS, as we know it. PERS is the Public Employees Retirement System. And they're basically trying to turn it into a 401k. For the big corporations to make profits out of it. So again, I wish I could come here and tell you that everything is fine, that everything we're doing in Carson City is good, but you know what, there's a lot of bad stuff that's being passed. And you know what, I could spend another hour giving you a lot of other bills that are having a negative impact in our community, but you get the point. And so I'm asking you for two things today. Number one, there's 3 weeks left of the legislative session. That's it, 3 weeks. The most important decisions are going to be made in the next 3 weeks. If you have the ability to call, to email, to tweet, to Facebook, your representative, if it's not me, then get on the phone and call them. Call them out on Twitter. Send them an email. And let them know that if they don't listen to your concerns, then you're going to vote them out next election. Because let me tell you, the worst thing you can tell a politician is, I'm not going to vote for you. Or you know what, if you don't represent me, I'm going to go out and vote against you. Because we are the representatives of the community. You are my bosses. Those of you who live in this district, you elected me to represent you. I have 125,000 bosses in my district. You are my boss. You tell me what to do. Not the people who fund my campaigns. You're the one that tell me what to do. So please email your legislator. And you know what? If I am your representative, you don't need to email me. Better yet, email the leaders of both the Republican and Democratic Party, but particularly the Republican Party, because that's the party that's in control now, and that's the party who has sponsored all of these bad bills. And then lastly, I just want to say thank you for coming out here on the Wednesday evening. I know it's warm in here, I'm sweating here a little bit, but this is what democracy is all about. My responsibility as your representative is to come back, and regardless if you agree with me or not, give you a report of what's happening in Carson City. It is my responsibility, and I wish more of my colleagues would do it. Because you know what? I'm not afraid to face my constituents. I'm not afraid to face the Republicans who didn't vote for me. But you know what though? Because I know that there's a lot of Republicans who did vote for me. And there's a lot of independents and Democrats and Hispanics and African Americans and Asians that supported me. So regardless if you agree with me or not, I thank you for taking the time to come here, to listen to me, and to be able to give you a report back as to what I've been doing for the last few months. Because you know what? I'm not even up for re-election. I just won my re-election last year. So I got another 3 years to go. So I'm not doing it to come here and get votes. I'm doing it here because it's my responsibility. So with that being said, thank you so much.